So what is this for?
This is for you. This is for you to walk the carpet right now.
But that's what. Listen, but listen. The lady said that's what this is for. That's what she said.
I'm telling you what's happening.
I don't understand.
I'm trying to help you. Let me talk to you.
She don't work here?
You're making this very challenging.
I'm waiting for Kai. He's got credentials. You said you don't know what those credentials mean? Somebody just literally gave this to me.
I don't know
and
who
said
gave
this is
it to you.
I'm telling you, somebody that has power gave this to me.
They don't have the power.
What do you mean? I'm telling you they do.
Give me no choice.
No, we're not. No. They just sent him to come get me to take pictures. Did they just send you your...
Who sent you?
I'm with the escort. I have Raven.
Someone just came up to him and told him he's good.
Another lady.
I can't even thank Kai enough, and I'm very thankful that Kai was able to help me and my niece get on the red carpet on my mother's life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like, I'm so thankful. Kai knows that. You feel what I'm saying? Kai know that. You guys know that. W Kai in the fucking chat. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm way more thankful that me and Kai stuck together and we was able to show the world what happens every fucking day off camera. I can't even look at y'all because that shit happens every day off camera, gang. And no, and I'm not mad because I know his levels to this shit. I know his levels to this shit. I know I'm not bigger than the program. But one thing I can say, nobody's bigger than the program. Nobody's bigger than the program. But for y'all to tell me all of those lies to try to keep this 4-year-old off the red carpet, for Cenat to come through, like, I'm not gonna lie, when he came through and Kai walked through the fucking metal detectives with Sage, because I didn't even walk through the metal detective with Sage because I wanted to really see, like, yo, this is real? This shit is fake.
If I'm TyLIL, this is a very important thing for you to do right here. You have to know your worth. I'm not spreading no hate anywhere because me personally, again, in my personal world, it was amazing for me. If they call again, do you take an opportunity from BET again or do you say no? The only way you move forward, I feel like, is if you get an apology, gang. That's the only way. The only way that you should ever want to work again in this area right here is if you get a sincere, genuine apology for what happened. Complex, y'all seen what they did with Chris. Y'all seen what the Complex tried to do with Chris. I wasn't doing nothing with Complex unless there was an apology went out. They publicly apologized to him. So now we're back on good terms. That's how it should work. Something happened, it should be an apology and then y'all move forward. You tell a little girl, plus the person that she's with, that only icon kids could walk the carpet. Only kids who's by an icon could walk. This is where it fucked me up at, okay?
Honestly, I think that we gotta figure something out quickly because more than likely it's not gonna happen.
Okay, let me get straight to the point. All right, y'all. I'ma be honest. I'ma talk my shit. Okay? I'ma talk my shit. Because in scenarios like this, we gotta talk our shit. Alright?
I'ma just wait right here for Kai to come.
You gonna wait what?
I'm just wait right here for Kai to come.
You cannot do that. They will escort you out.
Who's there?
I've been
Nah,
asking.
let me try to walk through. I'ma see what this is used for.
Who?
I'ma see what this is useful for.
It's not useful for anything. I'm trying to walk you in.
They just said T-Pain gave me this. That's what they just said.
TyLIL, you have to make a decision. You have to go.
That's what they literally just said.
Do you want me to go with her? Come on, let me get you in.
As soon as Tylil James stepped into the venue, he knew something was off. He was invited to stream the BET Awards, credentials in hand, ready to promote the show just like the organizers asked him to. But the second he arrived with his young niece, Sage, the vibe changed instantly. Nobody told me nothing, he said. Nobody welcomed him. Nobody offered direction. Instead, security stopped him cold and told him something he wasn't prepared for. Sage wasn't allowed on the red carpet. Confused but calm, TyLIL tried to make sense of it. He wasn't sneaking in. He wasn't breaking any rules. In fact, he was literally there because BET invited him. This wasn't a random pop-up. It was planned. So how did it turn into a public embarrassment? But what made this moment go viral wasn't just the awkwardness, it was what came next. Let's be clear, this wasn't some rogue appearance. BET brought in streamers like Tylil James and Cenat to help boost visibility. They wanted influencers, young audiences, and online hype, and TyLIL delivered. He showed up ready, professional, and excited, but the second he tried to walk the red carpet with Sage, security shut it down. We have a no minors policy, they told him.
We have a no minor policy, and I let them know that ahead of time when I asked me about it.
That's it. No explanation, no workaround. From the outside, it sounds simple. Rules are rules. But here's the thing. TyLIL had been told to go to that exact spot. He had all the right credentials. He even tried to show them, and nobody, not a single person, seemed to care. It's not that there was confusion, it's that he was being treated like he didn't matter. And right when it looked like it was over, when TyLIL was about to walk away quietly, someone said something that changed the whole story. If you were an icon, it'd be different. That was the moment everything snapped into focus. A BET staff member looked TyLIL in the eye and told him, flat out, the rule wasn't about safety. It wasn't about fairness. It was about status. Minors weren't allowed on the carpet unless you're an icon. Not unless you're cleared, not unless you're a special case. Just, if you're an icon, you can. Think about what that means.
Like, there's liquor on the carpet, we cannot have.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a picture on the carpet.
You can take a picture, you can't,
It is a rule. We have to
yeah,
I didn't know that today.
But Julius and I were talking about this already.
The only people that got to prove are icons for their kids because they are being honored. But we cannot have minors on the carpet, especially not this age.
Okay.
TyLIL was invited to promote the show. He had the badge, the contact, the invite, but the second he tried to participate like the other creators, he was told he didn't meet some unspoken standard, not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't iconic enough. Even more frustrating, he kept trying to explain. He pointed out the exact people who gave him instructions, showed his credentials, told them he was literally brought here to stream this moment, and they still ignored him like none of it mattered. It wasn't just disrespectful, it was humiliating. But then, Cenat showed up. Suddenly, the rules didn't matter anymore. Cenat, one of the biggest streamers in the world, walked up to the same carpet with Sage, and nobody said a word. No security guards, no policy, no pushback. He walked right through. Cameras flashing, smiles all around. Not one person told Kai what they told TyLIL, even though the situation was identical. That no minors rule? Gone. The you need credentials excuse? Vanished. The we don't know who told you that defense never even came up.
They wasn't letting you get right here.
I couldn't even get right here.
That's
Oh God.
crazy.
I couldn't get right here. Change level for me. I ain't mad. So I said Thanos was on the way. Look.
Shit, that's crazy, bro.
They said only icons.
They wasn't trying to go on the carpet.
Had us up here
They
for
must not
hours.
know we family first. If they wasn't like you and I wasn't gonna go. Ain't that right, Sage? Ain't that right?
Say thank you. Say thank you.
How about?
TyLIL watched it happen in real time, the same people who blocked him now clearing the way. And the only difference? Kai had more clout. What everyone saw, live, uncut, was the ugly truth. The rules weren't really rules. They were just ways to decide who matters and who doesn't. TyLIL wasn't just upset, he was embarrassed, and everyone saw it happen live. He wasn't looking for VIP treatment. He showed up with credentials, followed instructions, and still got shut out like he didn't belong. This moment exposed something deeper: how new creators are treated when they enter traditional spaces. BET wanted the hype, the reach, the online numbers. That's why they invited streamers. But when it came time to show basic respect to the people who helped bring that energy, they picked and chose who mattered. And because it was live streamed, there was no way to hide it. Viewers saw the shift in real time. They watched TyLIL get turned away, then watched Kai walk right in with no issue. There were no cuts, no edits, just raw footage of how status changes everything. That's what hit hardest. This wasn't about rules, it was about who gets treated like they matter and who doesn't. After everything that happened, TyLIL let his emotions out. He was frustrated. But more than anything, he felt let down. He had done everything right and still got dismissed like he wasn't supposed to be there. He later spoke about how moments like that happen all the time, just usually behind the scenes. This time, the cameras were rolling. Everyone saw how quickly support turned to silence and how easily the rules changed when someone with more clout showed up. Kai, to his credit, stood by TyLIL the whole time. He didn't just ignore what happened. He called it out and made it clear that respect has to go both ways.
Let him go through embarrassment. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion, because it's like, as soon as I came, the whole energy switched up. Nobody told me nothing. I grabbed Sage and I said, Sage, let's go. This is what I did right here. Nobody was telling me shit, nigga. The whole time. You feel me? Yes, you can say rules are rules. Yes, you can say rules are rules, but they switched when I came to the spot. So like, you feel what I'm saying? So shit is a little bendable, bro. Like, she had her credentials. TyLIL had the credentials. Sage had her credentials, bro. I don't like how they were treated on a red carpet. It's not like they even stopped me and said, hey, Kai, like, no, bro. Like, we got through that shit, bro. And what a lot of people got messed up is that, like, the live streaming is actually What I like about live streaming events is like, it's actually showing the real version of what's going on. It's showing the real moments of what people gotta go through, but people don't see it.
He made it known that unless there's accountability, working with BET again might not be worth it. And for TyLIL, that support mattered, because in that moment, it wasn't about views or status. It was about being treated with basic human respect. After the live stream ended, the silence from BET said a lot. No statement, no apology, no explanation for what happened on that carpet. The clips were everywhere, conversations were happening across platforms, and still, nothing. What Bet might not realize is how big of a problem this could turn into. Kai isn't just one of the biggest streamers in the world, he's also someone with influence. If he decides to pull back support, others will follow. And if influencers stop promoting events like this, the audience goes with them. TyLIL wasn't asking for special treatment. He showed up to do his job and got turned into a spectacle. And if BET wants to keep relying on creators to bring attention to their shows, they're going to have to start treating them like real partners, not afterthoughts. The issue wasn't just the moment on the carpet. It was what that moment revealed about the way these systems work behind the scenes. What happened to TyLIL wasn't an isolated incident. It was a reflection of how traditional media still treats digital creators, especially those who aren't seen as mainstream enough. TyLIL had the badges. He had the invite. He had the platform, and yet, when the rules suddenly shifted, none of that mattered. The message was clear: if you're not famous enough, you're disposable. But that mentality is exactly what's driving audiences away from these events. People are tuning in to see authentic voices, not manufactured hierarchies. And when streamers like TyLIL get mistreated, it doesn't just hurt them, it damages the credibility of the platforms trying to use them. At the end of the day, this isn't about drama. It's about accountability. If Bet wants to build real relationships with creators, they need to own their mistakes and make them right. Otherwise, the people they keep pushing away are going to stop showing up altogether. In the end, this wasn't just a moment of awkwardness on a red carpet. It was a moment that revealed how deep the favoritism still runs and how easy it is to disregard the people helping drive your relevance. TyLIL didn't demand special treatment. He asked for fairness and instead got a lesson in how Clout still decides who gets heard. But times are changing, audiences are watching, and if platforms like BET don't start respecting the creators they rely on, they'll lose them and everything that comes with them. Let me know what you think. Was TyLIL right to speak up? Should Kai have stood with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're into stories like this, where influence, power, and respect collide, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. More real stories coming soon.